We just need folks to show up, whether they're in hiding, like they do sometimes, or they actually show up. I saw something Blaine said they had some bad weather. His area. I looked on the radar and I didn't see anything, but you never know.
Said we were going to have bad weather, and
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the stuff that
I don't want it.
I don't either. The stuff I saw in toward that was kind of headed his way. Looks like it dissipated before it got to him. So fortunately, rain I take because it would make the heat go down.
I know.
But
I think if we got something right now, it would be the storms would be so intense because of the heat.
Yeah, they were. I don't want that
it.
because they were saying that between. Hey, Hot Rod, welcome. You're the first one here tonight. Great to see you. They said because of the heat, an area from basically eastern Georgia through South Carolina and the southern part and eastern part of North Carolina, there was risk of derecho type storms.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy.
I don't think anyone wants that.
Hey, Zach. Welcome. No, nobody wants those ones. I don't want one of those like we had that one few years back.
Oh, the heat here is unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been experiencing the heat here too. It's just been crazy.
Yeah, we don't know whether to believe the heat index, but the heat index it was showing at one point today it said 130. And it's like, what are we on Mars or something? It's like unreal.
Yeah, just remember everybody, just stay hydrated.
Hey, Kim.
Randy says, I want to go to Montana where it's cold.
Yeah, I know, the snow.
Yeah, I hear you, Randy.
Snow.
I hear you. I'd rather take the cold.
I know.
There's some of y'all out there that love the heat, and I'm not one of them.
So. Well, the only one I know that really loves the heat is not on here yet. So when he shows up,
LC says felt 103 today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it gets humid in Mississippi, so it's hot is hot. I say if anything feels like above 100, it's hot. Shoot, when I went to get the mail today, it was like, am I going to make it to the mailbox? Because it was so hot out there. And there was no breeze.
Randy says, headed to Pigeon Forge tomorrow.
Oh,
wow.
Nice.
Well, you have fun, Randy.
Yep. There he is, the heat lover himself, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, David.
Jeff
Welcome.
And Tootsie. How's Tootsie doing?
Probably right by
Hey, David. How you feeling?
Yeah, how are you doing? So this week, questions that we got is basically random ones. I did all the research on this stuff, found answers and questions, but it's not multiple choice.
Elsie says, same. I'd rather deal with the heat. I ain't made for the cold.
I'd rather deal with the cold than the heat. Because the heat, you can only take off so much and still be sweating.
Yeah. Jeff says, I was talking to Jordan, but I'm here now.
BR.
I figured that.
Yeah. You just got to make sure you drink constantly with the heat.
Yeah, if you're out working in it. I really feel for anyone who has to work outside in this the heat mess.
Yep. Hey, Missy!
Missy! We've missed you.
Yes, we have. Hope you're doing good. Hey, Paula. I seen up in Paula's area, they had some severe storms up that way.
Not fun.
No.
Hey, Tana.
Hey,
how you
Tana.
Doing? Jeff says, well, let this mistyping and seeing who can type the fastest begin. All right. Well, I guess we can get started.
Okay. We will get it started here. So, and I will do timer.
If you remember to do it each
If I
time.
remember to start it. Yes. That will be the fun part. So. Alrighty.
David says liver is better. My
Oh, good.
3-day a week care provided exposed me to the
Oh,
sea. It has been terrible, but better today.
Okay. Hey,
Well,
Kelly.
I'm glad. It sounds like you're on the mend.
Yeah. Hey, Kelly. Welcome.
That's good. Jeff says hey to Missy and Tana and David and Randy.
All right. So let's get this going here. First question. Theodore Roosevelt was the youngest president. How old was he when he first took office in years and days?
In years and days?
Yeah. How old was he in years and days? And in other words, how old was he? He was so many years and so many days.
David says 27,202 days.
No, 27 and
27
and
years
200
and 202 days. Okay.
Jeff. Jeff beat Paul into putting the answer in. But
LC says he was 42.
All right. So the answer to this one is
42 years and 322 days.
yeah. He almost made it. He was almost 43.
Good job, LC.
Yes. Yeah, she did the 322 days after that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Next one. What percentage of the world's water area does the Pacific Ocean take up?
New chair.
In my chair. It says.
Missy says, please wish Tana a happy, blessed birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday,
happy
Tana.
Birthday, Missy. I mean,
Tana.
not Missy.
Tana.
Tana. Sorry. The heat is getting to me.
Okay, well, Jeff first says 70.
50%, Jeff says.
Well, Jeff said 78%. Then he went down to 50% after Elsie said 46. Okay. All right, so the answer is
43.07%.
Yep. That's how much the Pacific Ocean is. Fact. I do my checks on everything, so.
0.07.
That's what they say, 43.
Just round it. Tana says, thank you, Fred and Connie, and again, Missy.
Ah.
Oh, my son just studied all this in May. Oh, okay.
There you go. Next one. In what year did a pilot first break the sound barrier, and what was the name of that pilot? And if you've ever seen the movie The Right Stuff, you would know. At least the name of the pilot.
Yeah.
Yep. Maverick.
Jeff says 1977 and name
Oh, good
was
grief.
fast.
Jeff. All right, so the answer was
1947. Chuck Yeager.
yep. Elsie got it again.
Yep.
Board game
Hey,
man.
board game.
How have you been?
Long time no see, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Hope you're doing well.
Are you still up in the Knoxville area? I think you were. That's a long
David
time.
says if you put a question mark, you don't feel as dumb.
There you go. Next question. In what year? Oh, Talbot. Okay. In what year did Microsoft launch its first computer operating system? It's 1981.
Board Game Man says, when I first moved here in 21, I was in Knoxville.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I do remember that. That's why I said Knoxville, because I remembered that. All right. So the answer to this is
1981.
in 1985, they pushed it out to market, but it was 81 when they released it. That was the first Windows version, which was Windows 1 or whatever, prior to 3.1.
Elsie says, was the MS-DOS, that's what I used in junior high, LOL. Board Game Man says, after 1.5 years, I quit Buc-ee's. No more working for the Beaver. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was working for Buc-ee's.
They always have a sign out there saying what kind of benefits certain employees get and stuff and what the pay is.
Yeah, you did know the year, Jeff. Why? Next one. How many pounds does 1 gallon of water weigh? Just the water, not the container.
Oh, yeah.
Virginia,
hey,
welcome.
Virginia.
Hope you're doing well. This one could be
how's
around.
hubby doing?
Yes, how is he doing?
David says 9.78 pounds. Elsie says about 8.
Jeff says 7 about 7.
7.
Okay. So the answer is
8.33.
which is a little bit over 8 pounds. And Elsie was right.
Yeah.
Virginia was too, for that matter. She said 8.
Missy says I meant 4. Virginia says still no change. He's doing good for now.
Well, that's good.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, you were close, Hot Rod. Okay, next one.
Jeff says my water is lighter than that.
How many bones are there in an infant human skeleton? Not a regular.
Jeff says Georgia got heavy water.
Better watch it, Jeff. You may be in hot water. This one's a little bit trickier because it's an infant.
David says no bones in a baby, just cells.
Not after it's born. Otherwise, it'd be a bill. Unless it's an alien.
I don't know about aliens.
That's right.
Babies are born with more bones, yeah.
That's right. So the answer to this one is
350.
which several of those bones fuse together as they grow.
Yeah. Jeff says same as a grown person, right? No?
Nope.
There are 206 in the human adult body, Elsie says.
Yeah. So bones in a baby, there's more and they fuse together, and so that ends up being less over time as they grow.
Jeff says, "How do you lose bones?"
You need to study biology there, Jeff.
He says, "Well,
no bones about it. There you go. Good one. Next one. In feet, how tall is the Empire State Building in New York City?
Well, you learn something new every day, right?"
Yep.
Kelly says, "Where the heck do 144 bones go?"
Ask the doctors that one. That was close. Hey, Gary. Welcome.
Jeff says, "I know it's 54 at the end, lol."
Okay, Kim did 1,178.00134.
David says, "I'm not smarter than a fifth grader." Oh, yeah, I remember that show.
So the correct answer is, hey, Pam, welcome.
Hey!
Good seeing you again. Virginia.
Aha.
Ah,
Well, what'd you do?
ow.
1,250 feet.
And Virginia got it right.
Good job.
I can't say I ever went up the stairs of the Empire State Building, but I did go up the elevator to the top of the Empire State
Thomas
Building.
says 26 bones are in your foot.
Unless you break them.
I forget how many are in your hand, but there's a lot of bones in your hands, too.
Yeah. Next one. How many feet above sea level is the highest point on the world's tallest volcano?
Hey, Gary with 2 R's. How you doing? Board Game Man says, "I took the elevator. No way am I doing steps in that
I
building."
know. I agree.
Paula says, "I Googled it, and it said 1,454 feet tall."
Well,
Oh, yeah, you got your little...
no.
You didn't leave your 54... You left the 54 off.
No, it's not. It's 1,250.
Jeff says, "I know one thing. It's getting closer for me. LOL. 3 more days." Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's anxious for his
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't
Sweating.
say it.
for his wedding.
Let he have to say it. Virginia says 23,000 feet. Board Game Man says, "My 2 feet."
Okay, so this one is, and the location of the volcano is in Chile. That's where the tallest volcano is. So it is
22,615 feet.
Virginia was real close.
Oh, yeah. So was Paula. Getting closer there anyway. Okay.
Oh, 150. That's with the antenna.
Oh, well,
I
you didn't say that. You weren't very specific.
Well.
Pam says we need multiple choice. I know, Fred.
That's hard.
He
when you
does
do
that every once in a while. He'll just throw trivia out there without the multiple choice.
Hey, Pam, you got to think about it. When we do trivia in VR, there's no multiple choice.
Well, but does she play that?
She's been in there.
Oh, okay.
So, and she's won one. Next one. In pounds, how much did the heaviest sumo wrestling champ weigh?
Jeff says it's the C. Who can type? Oh, who can type the fastest tonight, Pam? Paula says, Jeff, I need to talk to you later. Jeff must be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Jeff says in spelling contest, lol. Pam says, yeah, I haven't been on Oculus lately, but have vertigo issues.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be on Oculus for
No,
that.
that would not be good.
Board Game Man, My 600-Pound Life. Love that show.
Got a lot of answers. So the correct answer on this is
501.
yeah,
Wow.
501 pounds.
Somebody said 550. That was pretty close.
That's close, yeah.
Paul says, no, Jeff is not in trouble. Okay.
Hey, Stephen the Jewel, welcome. Stephen Tina Jewel.
Oh, yeah, thank you for the
Yes.
reminder for thumbs up. Yes. Everybody do thumbs up, please.
Yes.
Anna says, Missy, you were close.
Yeah, she was. Next one. In what year did Kirstie Alley replace Shelley Long and the cast of the TV show Cheers? And I know several people who better know this answer.
Thank you, Pam.
Yep, thank you.
Anna says 1986.
And I say some people would like Jeff.
Board Game Man says, should I confess I never watched Cheers?
That's all right. I don't think I've ever really. I may have watched one show of it, maybe. Didn't like it. Didn't watch it.
Well, I guess it just depends on what was on the other channels in that time slot.
True. Kelly, no, you shouldn't.
That was a very popular show, so
Yeah.
some people just never did get to watch it.
Well, I don't know where Jeff is, so he's not answering this one. But so the correct answer is
1987. Jeff disappeared.
yeah, he did.
Wow.
He's typing a long essay.
Jeff says, I was today maybe told when I found out that doctors take their sweet time to see you. They need patience. It's that clean enough for you, Virginia. Hey.
Oh.
It should be fine, Jeff.
Jeez.
Kelly says it has my song.
The song, theme song.
Oh,
of
I
Cheers.
missed something. Board Game Man says I was all about Knight Rider, Chips, and Dukes of Hazzard. LOL.
I agree on that stuff. You've been watching Chips again too.
Yeah, you get tired of the news and the other
I'm still
junk and the
watching-
new stuff, and
I'm still going through all of the emergency episodes.
and so I'll catch Chips on every once in a while.
All right.
Jeff says dad joke, LOL, and yes, I did say today.
Today old.
Old. Oh, okay. Kelly says the song Woody sings to his girlfriend, Kelly.
Ah. Okay. Next one. On average, how many pounds does an African elephant weigh? Not an ordinary elephant now, an African elephant.
Kim says I decided to start the Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah, because we were doing the trivia yesterday.
Yeah.
I got 4 of them. A couple of those were easy because, well, one, Blaine mentioned one of the answers in our check. thing.
Uh-huh.
One of them was a thing tied to Star Trek, so I knew that one. Actually, I think two of them were Star Trek
Jeff says, Kelly, 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 Kelly. Why? Because you're Kelly, Kelly, Kelly of mine. LOL.
ones. Yes, Jeff. Alrighty. So the answer to this one is
9,988 pounds.
or
Is that before they eat or after they eat? That's on average.
on
Missy
average.
says Judy, Judy, Judy.
Yeah, there you go. Judy, Judy, Judy.
Oh, Jeff says that's the song. LOL.
So basically, just under 5 tons.
Too much to weigh. Yeah, Jeff says, yep, Judy, 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 good old Andy.
Yep. Before they poop.
Before they
Good one, Leslie. All right, next one. How many glasses of milk does the average milk cow produce in a year? Go from elephants to cows.
Hey, John Esper.
Hey, John.
John says, where do you find these questions at?
Research, research, research.
Gary says, Jeff, I was in Mayberry last Wednesday.
Yeah.
We've never been.
Nope.
Elsie says 200,000 glasses.
Jeff says 2,000.
Jeff says, heck yeah, Gary.
Or more. Or less.
Jeff says, we need to go. I know, we do.
Yeah. So we got whole large numbers, 500,000, and then we got 500.
Oh, I guess you're not
20.
doing the.
Yeah,
Missy
it
says,
ended.
that's cool, Gary.
It ended. All right.
Glasses or gallons?
Glasses, not gallons. Glasses. You know, a typical 8-ounce glass.
I don't know, like, it differs, you know, I mean, 8-ounce glass, 16-ounce glass,
Not a 32
10-ounce
ounce.
glass, 8-ounce glass.
It's not a shot glass.
Like, Jeff put some kind of wild number.
750. What is that? 750 or 7.5 million.
Paula says how much you could drink.
So the answer to this one is 750,000. That's what I thought.
Yeah. 46,000.
Not 750,000. I wouldn't feel sorry for the cow. That's a lot of milk. 750,000.
Well, it depends on if it has growth hormones or not. They're not supposed to put that in there. But...
Nope. Next question. For all you Texas people, in what year did Texas become a state?
Kim says that's just in my house. Donna says that's a lot of milk.
Uh-huh.
Gary says I didn't know cows wore glasses. Missy says poor teats. Jeff says wonder if a woman produces that many. LOL.
Oh,
Oops,
good
sorry.
And we get a lot of people that answer.
Everybody knows this one.
Yeah. Well, maybe. All right. So the correct answer is
1845.
Yep. All correct. Next question. How many rooms, excluding bathrooms, does the White House have? If you look at the count of rooms for the White House, they include the bathrooms. And for some reason, they include the fireplace in that too. On
The
some
fireplace is
as a room, I saw. I was like, why do they
Wow.
include the fireplace as a room?
That's
Who's gonna sleep in the fireplace? Uh,
a lot of rooms.
it is. Well, it's a big building. Not everybody has access to see every room. Plus, you wonder about the rooms below ground.
Yeah, I don't know. Jeff says y'all need to go to Mayberry. Didn't know if you seen where I said that.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, yeah, we caught that. I know we need to go.
Yeah, someday we will have to go there. I would love to see that place. So the answer to this is
132.
yeah, and I think LC was the only one. Some got it close, but Hot Rod got it right. Next one. In what year was the Braille system invented, which allows the blind to read?
Jeff says Hot Rod is inked up.
There's one lady, Inked Up Duchess, that's in VR. She's good at a lot of the stuff, and like she won yesterday. So that's why he's saying that, because she's basically doing real good on these questions.
Yep.
She's smarter than a fifth grader, that's for sure. Okay. Well, the answer to this.
Don't tell her I said that.
We won't. All right. So the answer to this is
1829.
Yeah, we had close ones.
Yeah, people that do well on trivia, they read a lot, I think. I imagine they do. Is Hot Rod a big reader?
I'm not sure. I do
read a lot of books, read a lot of stuff.
Next one. What percent of animal species have backbones? Oh, that's when he published it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's okay.
%, 95%, 56.
That's kind of something, though.
Yeah. Well, you got to think of how many species of animals and what there's a lot of different animals.
I would have thought it would have been a different number. Elsie says we will stump Duchess one of these days.
Yeah.
Kelly says probably a small number, 5%. Gary says not sure, but I know husbands don't have one.
I was waiting for somebody to say that.
Jeff says inked up don't know Shimwow about chess, so put that in the trivia championship. LOL.
Okay, so the answer to this one is. Oops, dang it.
It was 2%.
Yep, 2%. Next one. In what year were the first electric Christmas lights used during the U.S. Christmas season? Not to be specific, because they had used them in England before they used them in the U.S., apparently.
LC says we will sneak it in. Jeff says 1847.
There's 1882. Mm-hmm. 1900s. All right. So the answer to this one is
1882. So somebody got it right.
Yeah.
LC got it.
Yep.
Virginia was close.
Yeah, Virginia
Kelly
was
close.
Kelly was close.
And Jeff was getting there. Kelly says, well, dang.
Next one. In what year was St. Augustine, Florida founded? Missy says, what? Wow.
LC says the man who did it was affiliated with Thomas Edison.
Oh, that's right. I remember that from the Edison house.
Jeff says, I got some good wins in Pop 1 today, all by myself, because no one came in lobby.
Oh, my gosh. Well. Oh, yeah. Those are the easy ones. This was a thinker one because they have to think that the fact that the Spanish conquistadors were the ones that discovered.
That's old.
And it's very old.
Jeff says, not really. I lost one game to bots. No kidding. All right, so I guess.
Tough bots. Okay. The answer to this one is
1565. Jeff says, ambushed me. Virginia says, that's the year my house was built, Jeff. Wow. Kelly says, had to get a sneak peek at the guest bathroom.
They're redoing the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
They had a problem the other night. They had a leak.
Oh.
So, going out of VR and coming back. That's never fun. Try to deal with a leak.
Jeff says mine was built in 1935.
Wow. That's old too.
That is old.
Next one. In what year was it discovered that humans can have different blood types? This one surprised me because I didn't know that I guess they always thought that everybody had the same blood type until that year.
Kelly says, and the floors are beautiful, Jeff.
Black and white. Old the old style colors, black and white type.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
Jeff says 1955.
LC says 1901. And Zach copies LC.
Kelly was talking about Jeff's floors, I guess.
No.
Huh?
She was talking about her floors because they're
Well,
redoing the bathroom.
I don't know. Jeff was saying thank you, Kelly.
Oh, I don't know then. I haven't seen anything. I've only seen the dining room as when he was live. So
Yeah, Kelly says
oh, okay.
Jeff's
Well, I've never
floors.
seen his. I just know he has an old house.
Well, you might have seen it on his lives or whatever.
He never showed the bathrooms in his life.
Oh, not the bathroom. I thought they were just
showed
talking the floors.
Well, I don't even remember seeing the floors.
I don't think they were talking about the bathroom.
Oh, he put a pic of the floors weeks ago in chat. Okay, well.
Oh, did you redo your floors, Jeff?
Okay, I'll have to look back. I don't remember. Anyway, the answer to this one is
1901.
a lot of people got that. Yeah, so prior to 1901, I guess everybody thought that everybody had the same blood type.
Yeah. Oh, he cleaned them. What kind of floor you have, Jeff?
The only thing I've ever
Fred doesn't tell me nothing.
Well, the only thing I ever seen was the trailer, or the floor of the trailer. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, the
for the trailer, and I showed you that.
Yeah, I saw that. Kelly says my bathroom floors are amazing too, black and white vintage.
Yeah, that's. Now I'm gonna have to look that up after. Now, which chat did you put it in, though, too, Jeff? Remember, I left one of the chats, and if you put it in that one, I wouldn't have ever seen it.
I text you, Fred.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's nice. Next question. In inches, what is the standard distance between U.S. railroad tracks? You know, from one track to the other side of the track.
Oh, Jeff says you can show it if you want. Just open it up more.
That's his floors that he showed.
Very pretty.
Yep. Oh, that's what it was. All right. So the answer to this one is
56.5. You wonder why it's 0.5.
Yeah, I don't understand that one either. I thought, well,
Kelly says my brother is an engineer.
oh, that's right. She mentioned
Ah.
that in chat and the VR things. She mentioned about it.
Jeff says been over 20 years since I had them reglossed.
Wow. Next one. How many books are in the Old Testament of the King James Bible? Specifically, the King James Version.
Jeff says I take care of my stuff. Try to, lol. Yeah, it's important to keep after your house.
Yeah. Most people know this one. That's Ask Neil. It's like phone a friend.
Uh-huh.
Ask
Phone
your
a friend.
husband. Obviously, the correct answer is
39.
yeah.
Good job.
Next one. How many steps are there to the top of the Eiffel Tower?
Paula says one has the 10 Commandments in it. Yep. Kim says too many.
Too dang many. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of steps.
It is a lot of steps. I would need the express elevator. Yeah, Kim and Kelly both have the same type of answer. All right, so the answer to this is
1,665.
that's a lot of steps.
That sure is.
Sounds like some of those state parks around here that have the one with all the steps.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous amount of steps. Next one. At what speeds do the winds need to be a severe thunderstorm? That's the error. I would think Jeff should know this one since he's always saying that he's like the weather guy, knows this stuff.
I think a lot of people kind of know this one. Jeff says, "Oh, show everyone Tootsie." Aww.
There's Tootsie.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen her.
Yeah.
In person.
Yep.
Yep, she's a cutie. Zach says, Jeff Canton, isn't that what you call him?
Jeff Cantori.
Gary says, I sure do miss Tootsie Live. Yeah.
All right, so the answer to this one is
57.5, which most of you said
58 is fine.
Which is, yeah.
Next one. In degrees Fahrenheit, what is the highest surface temperature ever recorded? With all this heat, I had to have something like that. Because this was even worse. 0.5. That's fine. Close enough.
Gary says, you notice I didn't say Jeff.
Yeah. It's not
Uh-huh.
Jeff Live, it's Tootsie Live.
Yeah. Jeff says Death Valley holds the record.
Actually not. Now this is in the world.
Well, you didn't say that initially in the,
Well,
in the
I know
question.
it doesn't. It doesn't say. It says what is the highest ever recorded. All right. So the answer to this one was
136.
it was in Libya.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Paula says, "Where's Blaine at?"
He was saying something about bad weather heading his way. So if he's, I'm not surprised if he's not on. And
Missy says 150 degrees my house yesterday.
gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got
Paula
some.
says it is dang hot outside here.
Yeah, he's got some bad weather in his area.
Virginia says, "I don't know, but our pool temperature water was 90 degrees today."
Bath water.
Oh, that is bath water. He is lurking probably.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, but he's got severe weather in his area. Next one. In what year was the U.S. Social Security system created?
Paula says, "Our pool felt like bath water."
Yeah, she said that yesterday too.
Yeah, it's just too hot to even get in the pool, right?
Yeah, when it gets that hot. Phew.
Jeff says, "Holy cow, I guessed right, if that's right."
Jeff, you're funny. Franklin Roosevelt signed into.
Paula says that she still got in it. Virginia says 195. Or, oh, 19. Did you mean 1935? Same
Yeah.
year as Jeff's house was built. Oh, okay, yeah. Zach says going to have to build us an indoor pool in Mississippi.
Except he's in Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer to this is
1935.
yep. Next question. In years, how long did it take to carve Mount Rushmore?
Jeff says, "Well, that will be easy to remember now." LOL.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Zach says, "Eventually I'll move out that way." Getting crazier in Oregon.
I can imagine.
Kelly says, "I just noticed y'all have matching shirts." Yep.
Yep.
That's our channel t-shirts.
That we had made a long time now ago.
Yep. Elsie even put the years in there. Oh, retracted.
Retracted, yep.
Yep.
Well, she was right on the range there.
Yep.
Okay, so the answer to this is
14.
yep, 14. And Elsie and Virginia got it right. Jeff was close.
Jeff says, "I knew Zach was in Oregon, not Washington."
Yep. Next one. Name one state that has never had a tornado.
Oh, thank you, Missy.
Yeah,
this
thank
is love
you.
when y'all match.
This is definitely a thinker one.
Mm-hmm. Jeff says Alaska. Hey, Joshy and Stacy.
Joshy and Stacy.
Just stopping by to say hi to everybody.
Hey, Joshy.
Hey, how you guys been?
How's the kids doing? Hopefully they're doing well. And how's your What is it? Your sandwich business doing? Been seeing stuff on that. Hope that's doing well as well. Got Alaska, Hawaii, Maine. Got at least one right answer I see.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So the correct answer on this is
none. All of them has had at least one of them at one time.
yeah. Alaska has had one. They had one in Fairbanks. Maine has them. Maine's had several of them actually.
Joshy says family's doing great. Oh,
Good.
that's good
That's
news.
good to
That's
hear.
good news. Elsie says according to the National Weather Service, no state has been completely tornado free.
That's right. So if you're trying to move to a state that has never had a tornado, good luck. There's none. Next one. In what year do the Eagles first release the album Hotel California? I know at least one person that should know this one. The music buff one.
Yeah.
Well, there's several of them, but
It's a good one.
yeah. I know I got it in my head. That song.
Virginia says, not according to Alexa. I admit she has helped me tonight. Oh, about the tornado thing?
Well, Alexa has
Ah.
has inaccuracies. I don't even use Google. I basically look for the sites that have like the tornado and the weather stuff. I would go to National Weather Service.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff changed his answer to 76. Zach says, I would have assumed Hawaii didn't have tornadoes.
They've actually get frequent ones, especially when there's hurricanes around the islands. They get them. Okay, so the answer to this is
1976.
yep. This one. In what year did William Shakespeare finish writing the play Romeo and Juliet?
We have new one.
Where?
Baba Booey. Welcome.
Baba Booey. Welcome, Baba Booey.
Virginia says, this is the first night I cheated. Sorry. That's okay, Virginia. I'm sure there's
You're
everybody who's, yep. At one time or other has probably looked it up.
Yeah, I don't recognize Baba Booey.
Don is laughing, Virginia.
I know.
Jeff says, no fun cheating, Virginia. LOL.
That's funny.
Missy says to Virginia, it's all right. Admitting it is the first step.
All right, so the answer to this one is
1596.
that's an oldie. And of course, Hot Rod got it right. Kelly was close.
Virginia's laughing, everybody. Hey, you gotta have fun, Virginia.
Yeah. Next one. How wide in inches was the largest hailstone in recorded history?
Jeff says Virginia needs cheating anonymous now. LOL.
This one, when I looked it up,
Uh-huh.
prior to January, it was one size, but then after January of this year, it was a new one because there was a larger
Virginia says, yes, help me.
one. A little laughter.
Okay, so the
All right, so the answer to this one is
8.
8 inches,
8
and that was
inches.
this year. Prior to that, it was 7 inches. But this year, there was a hailstone recorded somewhere. I don't remember where, but it was 8 inches.
Jeff says it's a peace symbol, Missy. Why did you block it? Oh,
Huh?
somebody got blocked.
Baba Booey, probably.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, Baba Booey. Please don't block anybody that comes in.
Well, she probably thought, I think she thought it was something
Something else.
else. Yeah.
All right, next one. In what year was the first human heart transplant performed?
Oh, Missy says, should I not activity and no subs? Oh, okay. You looked that person up.
Well,
It's okay.
as long as they don't do any say anything negative or anything, it's fine. It could be from VR even.
Yeah, I mean, a person really, I mean, did they just sign up today or something? Sometimes, yeah, they're lurking for other,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I mean, we really don't know that.
No, we don't.
That one was new, so I
Yeah.
don't really never seen that one.
And since they were putting answers down, and
Well, anyway, all right, 1967. That's all right, Missy. Don't worry about it.
yeah,
Jeff says, I got you back. Also, Missy.
yeah, no worries on that.
Virginia says, I remember it on the news.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Missy.
She says, can I fix it? I don't know. Jeff says, I have your back, Missy, what I'm meaning. I don't know if we have to do it or.
I don't know. I really don't even know. I've never had that. All right. So the answer to this one is
1967.
Yep.
Wow. I guess I didn't realize it was that year.
Yep.
Okay. Jeff unhid.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff. Next one.
He says I fixed it, I think. It says that you did.
Yeah, it does.
So.
In what year did IBM release its first personal computer?
What was it that you asked before? Oh, that was something about Microsoft.
Microsoft and the operating system.
Oh, okay. Microsoft launch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's a kind of a given.
Yeah.
But yes, but no. Missy says 1985 sounds good. Zach says 83. Jeff says 85. Paula says 82. Opera says 1981. And the correct answer is. Paula says 76. Correct answer is
1981.
Yep. It had.
Hey, you should know that one.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, it had a 8-inch floppy drive, external, and it had 64 meg of RAM, and they said, "Oh, nobody will ever need anything beyond that."
Yeah.
No hard drives back then either. So, next question. In yards, how long, that should be is, the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, California?
In yards.
In yards.
Hmm. Too long.
Too long.
Yeah, I know.
At least I can say I have driven over it once.
Elsie says, I don't even have a guess for this one. LOL.
It's called the Golden Gate Bridge, yet it's red.
Hey, Bud Files.
Bud Files, welcome. It's painted red. It's not golden. Of course, it's painted red to protect it from rust. That's a lot of Rust-Oleum.
Who gets up there and paints it, right?
They have to do that periodically. The
People
salt.
who have no fear.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody's got to do it. Zach says 200 is 2 football fields long. Guessing it's longer than that.
Yep.
Virginia says 3168.
All right, so the answer to this one is
1,400
1,400 yards.
yards.
So you do that times 3, and that's how many feet. So 4,200 feet. Next one. In pounds, what is the weight of the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? I got all these. I guess I didn't need 40. Well,
What?
I guess I didn't need to do that many. 2,000, we got 400.
One ton.
Yeah, I guess they're copying LC because she did it says 2,000, and then after Jeff said 400, they said, I guess
We got 1 tons. We got 2 tons. We got
Paula's with 25,000.
pounds, probably.
Yeah, pounds. That's a heavy bell. So the answer to this one is
2,080 pounds.
Yeah. They're just over a ton.
Yeah, just over.
Just don't let it drop on your foot.
You won't have a foot.
You won't have. Next one. In what year did an expedition reach the South Pole?
Don't worry about it.
Uh, five more, Paula. So, how many more questions?
We
Okay.
can speed it up a little
Yep.
bit.
All right. So the answer to this one is
1911.
next one. How many U.S. states were there in 1900? I know. Let's see. Virginia. Huh? All righty.
No.
So the answer to this is
45.
good job. Next one. How many cabinet departments are in the U.S. federal government? I said I did random questions.
Mm-hmm. I know you kind of went all over the place.
I take over the place, all over the place. And the last question I have, Paula should know. She really watches that.
Missy says too many, sir. Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I agree.
All right. Yeah, I know. Too many departments. I know.
You had too many hands.
Yeah.
Virginia says, I don't think I was the only one getting help tonight. Uh-huh.
Yeah, probably not. All right. Well, the answer to this one is
15.
hands
Too
in the
many hands in the pot. Yeah.
pot. Next one. How many black keys are there on a standard 88 key piano?
Yeah.
Last three questions.
Tana says that's why I didn't answer much tonight to Virginia. I didn't want to cheat.
All right, so the answer to this one is
36.
people got that right. Good job. Next one. What percent of land mass does the state of Texas make up for the U.S.?
Jeff says I've been to too many piano bars, so I should know.
Yeah, I know.
Kelly says took lessons for years.
Ah. Last two questions.
Virginia says I do better with multiple choice.
Well,
Maybe next time.
yeah. That was it. I know Texas is big. I'd hope Kelly and Kim would know this one. I don't know if Kim is still on here.
Jeff says, but which state is the largest? Bonus question.
Well, that's Alaska.
Jeff says, I know.
Miles and miles. Kim.
Kelly says Alaska.
Yeah, Alaska is bigger than Texas.
Yep.
I knew that one. All right. So the answer to this one is
7.4.
yeah. And the last question for this week is, what is the fastest recorded speed for a qualifying lap in a NASCAR race? All right, Paula, I hope you know this one. Oh, Kim didn't know that one. And the driver was Chase Briscoe, who did it.
I don't know why my chat here just all of a sudden it freezes up.
Oh. I've had that happen too many times when I've been on things.
This one is yours.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm waiting to see what Paula comes up with.
Jeff says, shoot, I meant 203. Paula says 210 by Bill Elliott.
Well,
maybe your answer is not up to date. It is?
yeah, it is.
Are you sure?
It's the qualifying lap.
Qualifying lap?
Keyword, qualifying lap. Not the fastest lap, but the fastest qualifying lap.
Trick question.
Yes, it is. The fastest lap by a driver that wasn't a part of a qualifying lap was Bill Elliott. But the fastest actual lap was actually recently by Chase Briscoe, and it was 195.514 miles per hour. And that was recent. That was recent as of recent as I think in the past 2 months. I got that off of NASCAR.com. So.
Wow. Jeff says that question didn't fool me.
Yeah, he said qualifying, Paula.
Well, that was it.
And that was that.
Kelly says, I'll sleep better knowing that.
Oh,
exactly.
Gosh.
Paula says, I was going back to the 1980s.
Oh, wow.
Jeff says, I thought it was over 200, though.
Well, that's the fastest lap that was not the actually qualifying lap.
Missy says, now go, Paula, go.
Yeah, she's got to go.
Yep.
So
Gary says 210 billion, Elliott, number 9.
So we will not be on next week. We're taking a break because most people are not going to be on. They're going to be on vacations or whatever. So we won't be on either next week. Whether we're on after that, we have to see. Got a lot of things coming up. So.
Yep. But, stay tuned.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
And
but
we'll see.
Whichever week we do it again, it will be multiple choice. I will do that.
Yep.
I have more time to do it then. So, all right. Good night.
All right. Thanks for coming in, and happy birthday to Tana.
Yep.
And hope you have a nice evening. And everybody else, stay cool, stay hydrated.
Try to stay cool
in this heat, and have a
good
rest of the week.
And a good 4th next week.
Yes. Safe 4th.
Safe 4th, yep.
Yeah.
Jeff,
see y'all in a month. Well, not quite. A month.
Oh, we'll feel like it. Well,
yeah,
because he's gone 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Not the fastest qualifying. Fastest lap, but not fastest qualifying. That was on NASCAR.com. I pulled it. So, all right. Good night, everyone.
All right. Good night. Thanks for